Hello and welcome back to the Altair campaign. I'm your host and GM Ninvin, and with me are Kathea and Soinnarios.
Hello, this is Kathea.
And this is Soinnarios.
All right, cool. All right, man. All right, so last time we went into I swear, I want to say Caves of Chaos so bad, like every time.
Do it.
And I know that's not right, but it's not wrong, you know?
It's
So-
true.
That's what my brain was doing. Is there a purple stoned room to the deity of evil chaos in the back?
Maybe. There's
See?
some stuff. You guys haven't seen much of it. We were kind of talking about that out of the game, but I mean, you went 6 rooms into the first layer. There are multiple layers, and you've seen less than half of the first one.
We can always come back later if we have a reason.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. You could always come back later. All right, so last time you went through the first 6 rooms of the Snakepipe Hollow. The only reason I wanted to call it something different is because the hollow is like the caves, right? But it's also the whole hollow, like around the river. So it's like they're both called the same thing. But in any event, yeah, you went into the caves, first 6 rooms. Soinnarios acquired an allied spirit. Soinnarios, I told you I'd give you a name for the spirit. Her name is Hastia. Hastia.
Written down.
Cool. So you can add that to your wiki sheet there. So it's not just allied spirit. And then, so cool. You have left the caves since they're dangerous and you got what you wanted, and you're now in the hollow itself, which is also dangerous but required. You have to go, if you want to leave the caves and get to safety, you have to pass through the larger hollow. So that's fun.
Hooray!
Hopefully our mounts and our one Stormbolt we left behind are all in good shape.
They're still there. They're
Yay.
fine. Good job. Okay, so you will need to leave, obviously. Actually, while you're here, do you go investigate anything? Like, do you go check out the giant table? Do you go check out the altered cacodemon? Do you go look around at the dragon newt plants? Do you do a little sightseeing?
I kind of feel like we ought to. We're here. What do you think, Kathea? Just go, or Kathea. What do you think? What do you think, Soinnarios? Should we just head? You want to just head on home?
I'm okay just heading home since we're a little depleted.
I don't use any room magic.
I used some, didn't I? I think. My
you?
spirit block.
Yeah, we can go home. That's fine.
How much did you put in that spirit block?
I thought 3.
Okay. Yeah, you've used it. Elendor used a point. One of your guys used a point. One of your storm bowls.
Okay, we'll come back another day and sightsee.
Yeah, just a gentle, 3-hour tour. And
oh no,
I'm really not old enough to make that reference, but here we are.
Well, I'm sure it's still on.
Yeah, I watched a lot of it when I was a kid.
I mean, I'm not either, but I still watched it after school when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. So cool. So you guys will depart from the cave, and you'll head back toward the Varna's Path. So you're gonna have to take kind of an arcing path that keeps you away from the shade table, which is at the end of Giant's Walk, and away from the dragon newt plinth, without getting too close to the altar that's in the woods there. You'll eventually end up back at Varna's Path. So now I've described this terrain to you before. Like, a lot of the rocks, the landscape is not pleasant. There is grass and shrubs and stuff, but it's pretty patchy. There's a lot of broken, like, large stones in the ground. So, like, not like just like in the dirt, but they're like, they break the landscape up and make it kind of hard to see around what's going on, and they're all, you notice after a while, I'll give you this one, you can just have, if you're paying attention, a lot of these rocks, most of them tilt away from the back of the hollow. It's like they lean towards the west a little bit. So that's cool.
Any idea why?
I know why. I don't know if you guys would know why.
No, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Did we have any idea why? Okay, no problem. Unless I'm not too concerned if I just notice it. But I thought, maybe something pops up. That's a reason.
Soinnarios, you could roll your cult lore again. You might know.
I will try.
Ever brave in the face of failure. Let's go for it.
Well, that is a success.
Cool. You know this story then. It's not an uncommon story. So this hollow, right, at the end of the world, when everything was going to die, right, and it seemed like things were pretty bleak and hopeless, Marangor, she crushed this valley, like she made it. And so right at the back of the valley is where she like stomped basically and collapsed this whole hollow. So everything in it like ripples away from the impact point. She did this to trap an army of chaos at the back of it, which is the army that was eventually fought in the I Fought We Won battle.
Okay.
But since they didn't kill everything, there's still chaos here. And there always will be, because that's how time works.
Yep.
Okay.
That's okay. What would the next generation have to do if we killed them? Chaos?
Right, exactly. They'd be bored.
Yep.
And I share that info.
Thank you.
Cool. So now you both know. Good job. So here's what we're going to do. You may elect one party member to make a scan check. You may elect one party member to help them make a scan check. Helping is going to act like boosting, like using a rune or a passion. This avoids there are 5 of us with 80%, so we will always make it. And also there are 5 of us with 80%, so we will always fail because one of us will fail. You know, like issue that you sometimes get with parties.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
so pick one of you to scan, pick one of you to help.
You want me to scan? Or do you want?
You can, and I will help.
Sounds good to me. Go for help.
I successfully help.
So I add 80%.
No, you add 20.
I mean 20%.
Wasn't that gonna help?
Yeah, well, I made it without your help anyway. But I made my roll.
Good job.
Thank you for the help, though.
It's possible that your helper failed and distracted you with their story.
Yep.
No, look over there.
Yeah.
And if you look right here, you can see.
I just kind of figure I'm usually writing point unless there's a good reason for me not to be. So
makes sense. Okay, let's see. All right, so you will both notice, really, that as you're approaching one of these large rocks, that kind of is most of the way up of a short rise, that you're gonna have to pass by. Like you catch a glint of metal and a movement, right? And it gives you time to not be surprised. Like you are still going to be attacked by a prepared ambush, but you're not like just hoping like, well, I have my shield up because we're being careful. Like, and I hope that's good enough. Like you'll be able to act on the strike rank orders.
Okay. Good. Do we know what they are?
Not yet. You saw a little movement. You saw a glint of metal. You react.
Okay.
You will know soon. You'll be able to target opponents and things. Like you can be like, I shoot the first thing I see or whatever, but there is some mystery there still. So if Soinnarios, if you want to go ahead and tell me how it goes.
I will. Good.
So what do you do?
I want to slide off my mount. So hopefully I already have my shield out, but then get my axe.
There's no reason you wouldn't have your shield out for this.
Wanna, if I can, throw up strength and then pull my axe, and if I hit the closest thing of not us, I can. So.
Okay. You will have to close a bit.
Oh, so yeah, I figured I'd have to move towards them.
You'll spin around closing them. Do you want to cast strength first? This is not a hint. I'm just asking.
Yes.
There are no hints. Okay, cool. Okay, so you'll cast on strike rank 4 or 3?
Well, I'm casting actually be on 6 probably.
Why?
Wait, it's 5 points. 5 point protect.
I thought you said strength.
Oh, strength. Yep. Never mind.
Okay. If you're casting protect, that's fine. It'll be slower. If you're casting strength, it'll happen sooner.
It's strength.
Okay. All right, cool. You're committing to the strength. All right, cool. What are your storm bullies doing?
Mr. No Magic will pull out his bow to help with that, and then.
And when would he shoot?
Man, I have to keep track of multiple people.
I know it's tough. It sucks. I only have like half a dozen NPCs now.
I would assume 2. So he'll reload and shoot again if he can.
Okay, so your assumption was that they were carrying their bows.
No, he probably had the shield out.
Okay.
So he'll have to draw it and then shoot once probably.
Okay, cool. So that would happen at 7, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other one, who still has some magic in the tank?
He'll pull out his sword and throw up. He'll throw up protect.
Protect what?
Dose. Do.
And that'll go off at 4?
I assume so.
Okay. Then,
Wait.
Then he would follow you in closing.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Sorry. It's all very, very technical, tactical, right? Like we charge the rock face. These Stormbolts are like, we like her. She's got moxie.
Yep.
It's like she'll fight a rock. Like, that's cool, right? All right. Next up, Kathea.
If we got range, my spot.
Okay, give me strike ranks for these actions as we go.
My shot goes off on strike rank. Where's my table with that?
I don't know. I'm far
On
away.
strike, yeah. And then I shoot on strike rank 2.
Okay.
And does it seem likely we'll be into melee after that?
No, you'll need at least the round.
Okay. Then I'll take a second shot, and I'll plan on just shooting the same person twice.
Okay, and what would that second shot
That'd
happen?
be 8.
8. Okay. Cool. And then Elendor.
Elendor, does it cost anything to get off the horse?
No, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Like, I haven't charged anybody else
So
for that. So
Elendor is going to cast protection.
protect what? And on strike
4.
rank?
It will go up strike rank 5.
Okay.
Then Elendor will throw a javelin on strike rank 7. And then Elendor will spend the last 5 strike ranks to pull sword.
Okay, makes sense. Cool. All right. Okay, go ahead and cast Speed Dart. Cool. Go ahead and take your shot at one of the opponents. You have so as you turn, like you see, like your party's starting to move because you realize you're going to be ambushed. The ambushers are exposing themselves to some degree in order to pull off the ambush. That's why you saw them. So there are a number of people behind one of these large rocks. They were crouched down behind it. Now they have kind of stood or like leaned up in order to volley into your group. There are several of them.
Okay.
6 of them, actually.
I hit, normal hit, do 8 points of damage to the chest.
Okay, hold on. I'm just going to randomize this since you don't have any real good way of telling who you're shooting at.
First one is what I'm doing.
Yep, okay. 8 points of damage.
Yep.
To the chest, you said. Let me look this up. Okay, that hurts. Okay, cool. Soinnarios, go ahead and... So you shoot him in the chest. It, the arrow glances, but you can tell it hurt him. So you connect with one of the guys. Yep.
I forgot S-Star and all that's casting mobility 1.
Okay.
Mobility.
That's fine. Yeah, I didn't ask. That was my oversight.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do that. I did not ask specifically about S-Star. So cool. Okay. Next up, Soinnarios, cast your strength spell.
Yay!
How'd it go?
I am stronger.
Okay, good job. I am happy for you. Okay, now all of them are going to fire from their prepared position with their precast spells because they're waiting for you. You'll be fine. Don't worry. All right, so.
I do have a question.
Yep.
We've had some time since our last thing. Have we recovered any magic points?
Not really. It hasn't been that long.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, so that's going to be a mess. Okay, so you're getting shot with arrows from distance, so really the only thing you can do is hold your shields up and hope for the best.
That's my normal go-to anyway, so.
So tell me, anybody who has a shield out, are you screening your head and chest or chest and abs?
Head and chest.
I'm assuming chest and ab for...
Okay, makes sense. Just holding it up in front of them. Okay.
Yeah.
And one of your Stormbolts has a shield out too.
He's probably chest and abs.
Okay, cool.
I'm having Corum flashbacks.
You'll be fine. Don't worry much. Okay, so, and you have some things going on. You're all moving, and that makes these shots harder to an extent. Running straight towards an archer does not make the shot harder.
Serpentine.
Right, right, yes, serpentine. I'm giving your horse archer the default is I'm riding to the side of a target. If that's the case, your shots are also going to be harder, so keep that in mind. If that's not the case, let me know.
I thought that was part of my bow specialty was I don't actually take that negative when I'm riding.
Your bow specialty is that you don't care about your ride.
Yeah, but my ride's good enough that it doesn't matter.
That's not my
Okay.
fault. I didn't tell you to get good at riding.
Okay.
Okay. Like, yeah, moving is still difficult. So if you're moving at an
We're
angle to your
moving, but
target.
we're not. Yeah, but we're
Yeah.
not moving that much.
Okay. So, am I having or not?
No, because I did.
Okay, cool. So then you'll get hit 3 times. Cool.
Oh, there you go.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. These are just little bows. They don't do as much damage. Okay, so either 3, 2, 3. Okay. So you get hit in your left arm for 3.
Okay.
Your right leg for 5.
Okay.
And your right arm again for 4. Cool. So that's the first person shooting at you. Next person will do a little shooting. They've got multi-missiles on their self bows. They prepped up when they saw you getting close and then went for it. So they're going to fire a lot of shots, but they're self bow shots, you know. Okay, I'm going to get just 2 of these as well. That's unfortunate. Okay, one of them hurt a little. So you'll take a 4 points to the right arm again, Kathea, and 7 points to the right leg.
Oh, none of those got through my armor.
Yeah, that's cool. 7 doesn't get through your armor?
Oh, I thought you already did. I thought you already rolled damage.
2 people are shooting at you.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I had to roll 8 arrow attacks, of which 5 hit.
Wow, that sucks. I don't like these guys. They're mean.
Yeah, they don't like you either.
What did I do to them?
I don't know. It's easier to rob people if you don't like them.
Left leg. Okay. So, yeah.
Very wise.
Okay, next up.
So how many arrows did? So I got shot with 8 arrows before I got my second shot off.
Yes.
All right.
Because they cast multi-missile like directly before the fight.
Gotcha.
So and then they're just like pop up, blam, like unload 8 arrows at the only like skilled-looking archer in the party, you know, as you do. So the other ones kind of spread their shots around. So we'll roll some shots at Soinnarios. These are all happening at basically the same time because I'll have basically the same strike ranks. Okay, you are just running directly towards them, so you're gonna get shot 3 times. Wolf.
Oh.
Okay, so you're gonna get hit in the 10, which I believe is the abdomen, for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
You're going to get hit in the head for 7 points of damage. And you are going to get hit in the left leg for 7 points of damage. So they maxed their shots. They rolled 6s on all their damage rolls. If your shield is in the way of one of those, your shield would take the damage first, and then it would roll into armor.
Okay. So the headshot does nothing because the shield was there. The leg shot does nothing because that's 7 AP.
Because you're wearing padded plate, yeah.
And then the ab does 1. I think that might be my first damage in this whole campaign.
Ha! We did it. We did it, guys. We can go home. I'm claiming the moral victory then. All right. Next up is Fortua. Fortua is going to fire all of their multi-missiles.
They have names.
They do. I didn't name them.
Most of the RuneQuest 2 monsters. Somebody went through and had named them all.
These are not monsters. They are people. Thank you.
Are they human?
Yeah. They're bandits. So you're seeing that as you see them, as you get shot and shoot at them, like you're realizing, like, yeah, this is just a group of bandits who've been waiting for someone to come out of the hollow and then loot them of their treasure. Like, that's what you do. That's how you make money. All right, so the next one's going to shoot 3. The first of your storm bowls.
Okay.
Okay, they're going to hit once. They're going to shoot in the left leg for 6 points of damage.
He takes 1, I think.
Okay. Cool.
Well, since you have me using the Baron's stats.
Yes.
Does it go AP HP or HP AP?
Hold on, let me look. So it's AP first.
Okay, so he takes 2 there.
Yeah, because that's like scale armor with padding, closed helm with padding, and then curvy with padding everywhere else.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So the left hand side is armor. I think that's generally my habit because you don't usually change armor values, but if you're scratch padding, like that way the values you're adding and minusing from will be right there.
Nope, that's cool.
Sorry, it's weird. It's idiosyncratic. Anyways,
that's also how the official ones are done anyway too. So
is it okay?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah, it looks that way. So next up, so he got shot. Cool. Someone with an impronounceable name. It looks like they just hit the keyboard. I don't know what they were thinking, but he'll take some. I standardize some of these names so they'd be a little more reasonable. I'm just gonna shoot 4 shots into Stormbolt 2.
Oh no.
You'll be fine, probably. They're actually not that great of shots, so it's pretty hard for me to special. I've got to roll like an 8 or so to special, 8 to 10 to special. So I've gotten close a couple times, but not there. Success. Okay, so 3 hits with Stormbolt 2. Stormbolt 2 is going to get shot for 7 in the right leg, for 6 in the left leg, or shooting them legs, and 6 in the right arm. Just let me know how he's doing.
He's half general HP.
Half general HP? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Neat. And then Ism, my good friend Ism, will unload on Elendor. And Ism says multi-missile 4. They're built for this. They've got a lot of like good multi-missile scores. It's most of them's best spell. Okay, 1 terrible shot though. 2 will hit. Okay, so a headshot for 3 and a right leg shot for 2.
But bounce.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Dice Luck had to give up somewhere. So the Stormbolts are getting it like usual. And okay, so that happens on Strike Rank 3. We'll go to Strike Rank 4. Stormbolt 2 can cast Protect 2.
He does.
Good job. Okay. So make a note of that. And then Stormbolt 1, or sorry, Elendor can cast Protect 4.
Already rolled it and made it.
Okay, cool. We'll skip Strike Rank 6 and we'll go to Strike Rank 7. Kathea will finish reloading. Elendor may make a javelin attack at one of the targets.
I don't know which one it is. You just determine whichever is the.
Do you want them to just throw back at the one that shot them?
Sure.
Cool. All right.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
has a chance to get some revenge here.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, abdomen with a impale.
Okay.
For 15 damage. Oh, it gets strength bonus.
Half strength bonus.
Yeah. 17 damage to the abdomen with the javelin.
Okay. Ooh,
Hopefully
we are just a little weakling. Is for sweetism.
Are you tracking which? Are you tracking? Or am I supposed to?
Tracking what?
Skills.
I put checks in them for me because that makes it easier.
Yeah.
For me.
That was exciting. I like seeing Elendor.
Yeah, that person definitely is not going to be in the fight anymore.
Yay.
Loose their last volleys, probably. Since their HP total is not very good, actually. So they don't have a lot of hit points under that armor. And it was not enough armor.
Yeah.
So
it would have been hard to have enough armor for that one.
Yes. Yes. And most of these guys aren't really built for fighting. They generally win their fights by dumping a ton of arrows immediately into the target.
Well,
but
they did that.
Your party is uncommonly well armored. All right, cool. So that happens. Javelin. Stormbolt 1, he can make his bow shot scenarios. You may pick a target.
He's going to shoot the one who shot him. He rolled.
Ooh, okay, cool. That's a crit. It's always a crit.
What does a crit do with impale? Is it double or?
It impales like. That's actually a good question because it works differently now.
What I say? It does the normal impale damage, and then you just ignore it.
Does it, or does it max one of them?
No, well, you can look it up. That's what it's traditionally done, so I might be quoting.
So impale does twice the normal damage. So it would do it'd be instead of 1d8 plus 1, it'd be 2d8 plus 2. And if it's a critical, it does maximum
impaling damage.
So that would be 18.
Yeah.
So you don't roll it at all if you do. Wow. Does it ignore armor still?
I believe so because it's still a crit, and that's just the thing that crits do is ignore armor. So
let's see.
Where does that hit land? Yeah, if you hit a crit, you ignore the effects of armor or any other protection, plus you do whatever is described and under the weapon's damage type. So it tells you. Okay, so where did you hit him?
In the 10.
In the 10?
That should be the abs.
Abs. Jeez, what's with you guys? All right.
That's where you're supposed to shoot people.
Right. So you gut shot someone with the bow. The arrow goes in. It does not come out. They're transfixed by it. And yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
that's actually, I should say, that's yeah, that's what happens there. Good job. They got stupid. They're it's hard to fire or hard to lose. I shouldn't say fire a bow without standing. It's pretty hard to do it from a crouch. So they're struggling. Only their legs are screened by their wall right now. They may learn from this.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, cool. All right, so that all happens. And we'll just kind of move everybody's pulling weapons, closing,
I think I have a second shot.
combination of both. You have a shot to fire. Yep.
It's a hit.
I assume you're shooting at the same target you shot the first time.
Yep. Left arm for 5.
Left arm for 5. Okay, does a little. Okay, nicks him. Good work, team. All right, so that's the exciting first round of combat. You've taken a third of them out of combat. None of you are seriously injured. What do my bandits want to do? Oh, I know what they want to do. All right, cool. Go to make declarations.
Soinnarios will charge at the closest one and smack him with an axe.
Okay, makes sense.
Or her. Smack them.
Right.
Stormbolt 2 will do the same.
Okay, I'm going to need strike ranks for these things.
Mine is 7.
Mhm.
His and Stormbolt 1 will reload, shoot again, and then reload after that. With his composite bow is strike rank 2.
Okay, so he would shoot on 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Kathea?
Elendor is just going to move straight into melee. Pulled sword last round, so
Right.
strike rank 8 with a sword.
Really?
Or I said strike rank 8. Strike rank 6 is right.
Okay. I was like, that seems slow, but yeah.
No, I was reading 88%.
No, you're good. Okay. And then you're going to
Am I going to be able to shoot one this round?
probably.
Okay. You know what? Let's have fun. So, I'll go ahead and cast my nice fun rune spell.
Okay.
Shooting star.
How much of it do you want to cast?
I'm just going to do 2.
Okay.
I'll be strike rank 7 this round because I get a chance to get another arrow knock last round. So I have to knock, cast this, and then shoot.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. Sweet. Okay. So
Does Estar do anything?
I don't know.
Thank you for asking. No, S-Stars is going to keep me moving to where I can get to a good spot. That's why we cast mobility, so I could move around to where I could get a good shot. I'm going to try to move around. Weren't they kind of hiding in the hill? If I can move over where I could hit them from a flank, since we're moving pretty paced, I would do that.
Makes sense. Cool. Okay. Next up. Okay, so the surviving bandits, at least of this group, flee. So they, as you're charging them, they fire their volleys and then they go shit and back up, right? So they're just over the edge of this ridge. They have horses. So they run to mount and then run. So you will get briefly tangled with them and then they'll start to flee. So if you have melee attacks to make, you can make them. They will defend themselves, but no one who you don't touch is going to try to hit you back. Like, otherwise, they're just going to try to keep you off of them. So let's start with their sword attacks.
Stormbolt 2 hits.
Okay. Try to parry. Not sure what I'm parrying with, though. That's a good question. Maybe I'm dodging. I feel like I'm dodging. That's 3. Not going to do it. Okay, I found my dodge.
He does 12 to the 12.
12 to the 12. Okay. 12 to the chest. All right, that knocks Hajim out. Hedgewin, actually. Deadly blow to the chest. Well, deadly, but mortal. They will die if someone doesn't intervene. Elendor would be the other sword attack.
Elendor hit. Normal hit.
Okay. I'm going to try to dodge because we're carrying bows and we're running. All right.
Right arm for 11.
Right arm for 11. Okay. Chris says that arm is probably not working right anymore.
It'd be harder to get mount on a horse.
Pretty difficult. Okay, cool. And then next up will be an axe attack. You might not be maybe no one can shoot. If everybody is like caught in melee and smashed up, it's gonna be hard to shoot anyone. So Soinnarios, you get to attack.
I hit.
Okay. Goes phase.
Okay. Let's see, making sure I get all the right.
Sure.
Let's see. 14, 9.
The 9. Okay, that's his leg. Okay, so he'll drop from that. Still conscious. That's good. Okay. Deckrog clears the pack, jumps on his horse and flees. Flee, Deckrog, flee. And then he gets shot by like Stormbolt 1 and Kathea. So, way to go, Deckrog.
Let Stormbolt 1 go first.
Let's see how he does. I didn't think you would drop everyone you made contact with. I thought we'd have a few runners.
He hit.
Okay.
Let's see. He only did 7 to the 1 this time.
7 to the 1. Okay, that hurts, but it doesn't do a lot. Yep.
Okay, first one.
Go ahead and obliterate the lieutenant.
Right leg for 11 fire damage.
Okay, yeah, that leg's out.
Second one, head. I only do 10 damage though.
Okay, head's out. Gonna roll the other ones. Let's see how badly we ruin this guy. He's already hurt. He's dead, but all the arrows go, so we might as well find out how bad it is.
Well, hey, look at that. I got a crit. Not that it matters. Oh, no, because it ignores.
The crit matters. Yeah, you can't impale with fire arrows, but you can ignore armor.
Yeah, it's an abdomen shot.
Okay.
So I roll normal damage. We just ignore armor.
Okay.
I do 6.
Okay, that takes out the abdomen.
One more normal hit. Left arm. 16.
Ooh.
I feel low bone.
Okay, that arm gets blown off. It's like Princess Mononoke. The arrow hits and just tears the arm off and sends it flying. It's like, what?
I'm done because I only cast 2 points, so it's just
Right.
4
arrows. Yeah. Okay, cool. That person's very dead. Deckrog gets blown out of the saddle.
That was the leader too, right?
No, that was the second in command. The leader got hit. The leader is in front of Soinnarios, actually. So after that round, right, you unleash a little rune magic. Basically, everybody who's been hit has at least one, is either like out of the fight or has at least one limb out. So the leader, who's like kind of kneeling awkwardly, they have like one hand down and one leg down, and the other leg is kind of trailing behind them where you hit them with an axe. He cries out like, wait, ransom.
Fine. You and yours are ours.
Gather up their horses.
Okay.
We should be able to get all of them pretty easily.
Yeah, they won't make it very far.
Well, and I've got mobility up, so I can outrun it.
Right, yeah. So you'll be able to track down the horses. They don't get far. You'll spend a couple minutes on that. Yosfe, I mean, clearly, if he's surrendered and ransoming, he wants you guys to like fix his wounded so that they're not dying anymore, like the ones that aren't just dead.
No, I will.
A couple of them are just dead by now, but you can fix a couple of them.
I'll fix them enough to stabilize them.
Okay.
I don't know how much that takes, but
it would cost 4 total MP to cast 2 heal 2s to stabilize out hit locations.
Okay, I will do that. Plus, then I'll throw 3 on Stormbolt 1 to patch him up a little bit since he got hit.
Okay, cool.
Well, that should drain my last crystal.
Okay.
I took 1 point of damage too.
So did I.
I don't have a heal spell. I realized that. I have a gap in my knowledge.
Yeah, you got some weaknesses. Okay, so I thought, honestly, I'm just full disclosure, when I was eyeballing these guys' stats, I was like, they seem like they'll be a decent threat. No, they were not a decent threat. So that's cool.
If any of as many dice as you rolled, there was a decent chance you would have gotten an impale or 2 out of those.
I would have thought so, but I didn't.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a damp squib. And cool. Okay, so the other 2 that are still up that have like a limb or like they'll heal themselves well enough to be functional as well once you're allowing them to do like to fix themselves up. Okay, so now the bargaining. They're bandits, so their ransom value doesn't really like. It's kind of a like they have money, right? To give you basically. So the leader's carrying 1,000 lunars that he has stolen from people.
Okay.
Essentially, Deckrog died, but Deckrog's body doesn't have much on it. Deckrog was a wastrel, and he spent his money as fast as he makes it. This is in the notes. It says Deckrog spends it as fast as he makes it under treasure. So I didn't write it. Let's see here.
I appreciate that.
Gris, who's our third, which had the arm out, has 100 lunars on him. Fortua died outright, so no ransom there. I guess you can loot the body in front of her friends. I suppose you have that right. They don't have. I mean, there's not a lot of rights, right, for bandits. Yeah, if you want to loot them, you can. They're carrying 5 wheels.
Hey.
Okay, let's see here.
And that's a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hedgewind died.
I'm sorry, but they ambushed us.
That's fair. And they're bandits. They're lawless bandits. They have no protections, right? They're outlaws. Treasure, Hedgewind, who died, was carrying 150 lunars. And Azim, who did not die, is carrying all of his money. He had 100 silver pieces and a jewel. It looks like a sapphire that is probably worth quite a bit of money.
Oh, one of us could probably evaluate that.
Perhaps. Does one of you want to evaluate that?
I mean, I'm not good at it.
Okay. I won't stop you. I mean,
I'm gonna try. What the heck? Skill hunt check. Hey, I made it. I rolled a 16.
okay, cool. It is worth about 50 lunars. It's money. It's a valuable gem. It's a little rock. Okay, so as far as like lootable, like money, that's what they have. If you want to push them harder after looting the corpses of their friends in front of them, you can. You can try to extract more, or you can leave it at that.
Cults, do they follow? Can we tell? Without?
They look like Orlanthe, you would think mostly. Probably not very good at it, right?
Yeah. Why are you guys out here? Why are you hanging out in Snakepipe Hollow? Seems like there'd be a better way to make a living.
USV kind of gives you a shrug. That's the leader. He says, we made quite a bit of money until just now.
Yep. Most of the people that come out of that successfully come out of the caves are probably fairly strong, though.
Again, he gives you kind of a shrug and says, in my experience, they might have been strong when they went in. It's not too hard once they've come out.
Doesn't seem like we have any chance of doing anything with them here.
They're not useful to you, but what I'm saying is they might have, like, they've, like, turned out their pockets and given you their cash, right?
Yep.
Like, you've looted their dead. That doesn't mean you've, like, depending on how merciless or mercenary you want to be, you have not necessarily extracted all of their value from them.
If they have magic.
That's a possibility. You could press them.
Is that too cruel, Soinnarios? I don't think it is. But if you think it is, I'll respect you.
No, I don't think it is. Well, practical. I'm having a thought though. Is there a way to take them out from being outlaws?
That's what I was trying to head for too, but I was not doing a good job of it.
Yeah, there's ways, right? Like you could. So right now they've just been outlawed, right? So they no longer. Essentially, when you've been outlawed, you've been cast out of your clan, out of your tribe, right? So you don't have any legal protections. You could, there the basic things you could do, right? Or hey, I need huskarls, right? Which isn't a deprecated term, but we're gonna use it for now. I need swords sworn in my service, right? Like they might go for that. They might not. And the more you have to cajole them to do that, the less likely they are to be trustworthy, right? The benefit of that is that you get some warriors. You've seen their quality, but you would get those warriors, right? That you could use for things. You would need to take care of them, so that's an expense. And you would be the path that you would be offering them back into society is that you are responsible for them. So if they screw up, you have to fix it, but you can also mete out punishment. So that's an option, right? Like you could, you've accepted their ransom, so you shouldn't probably enslave them at this point, like sell them at slave wall. That would probably not be cool.
I also would not be cool with that.
Right. Generally speaking, it's not cool, but it would be a breach of once you've accepted their ransom offer, even though you were under no obligation to do so, it would be rude to then enslave them. But you could push them for more. Like you could, but those are your options, right? You can try to get more out of them. You could see if you can get them to come to serve under you, like as business, like huskarls house guard, which has costs and risks associated with it as well as benefits. You could get them to swear an oath to you and see if it sticks, right? Like, I mean, that's an option, but it's hard, right? I mean, I get what you're thinking. I don't know if you have the leverage you want to make that work well.
I don't know if I do either. So, yeah, as we're talking and they are paying their ransom, Hastia will cast Glamour on me.
Okay. Cool. Go and roll for that.
And She rolled a 59 with a power 10.
Okay.
It take time to boost that.
Or, since we were doing it out of combat with a build-up, would that be taking time or not? Either way is fine.
One of the advantages you have is that your allied spirit can do one thing while you do something else.
Yeah.
So if you're talking and looting and stuff, she can be focusing on basically ritual practices, so chanting or something to herself to help focus her mind and try again.
Okay.
So we'll just say it works this time. But I was just kind of, I thought that was a good chance to be like, double look at your power score.
Yeah, I know, but I figured I was doing something, and she's kind of like, do your talkie thing.
Right. Just negotiating with bandits. I don't have time for this. I'm going back in the necklace.
I hear a slamming door. Oh, it's like being home. So it gives me a plus 10 to my communication score.
Okay, nice.
So, yeah, I'm going to ask them if they'd be willing to swear an oath. We probably can't take a cut of their banditry.
I mean, you can. It's not ethical, but it's not. Well, it is illegal, but I mean, who's going to stop you, right?
I mean, because basically, well, I'm going to give them two options.
Mhm.
Like, look, we could force you to turn out all your items, everything you have, and leave you to fend for yourselves here in Snakepipe Hollow, or how about we find a way for you to work for me? Either you come back and I'm responsible for you and you answer to me as Thanes, pretty much, or
Overstated.
yeah.
Yeah, Huskarls aren't. I mean, Huskarl's not like a word in the current vocabulary, but they're not Thanes. They're private warriors.
Like as my personal warriors.
Personal guard.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, Huskarl basically means something like house guard.
Or
houseman.
You don't raid fellow Orlanthe and you get me information about who comes in and comes out, and
I'd take it back. I'd take them back. Give them a chance to redeem themselves in normal society.
Yeah.
And take them on.
Yeah. Well, my first thing is I want them to be the Huskarls. The second thing is if they're not going to do that, they swear an oath and they provide information of the comings and goings and all that good stuff. Okay, but I prefer the Huskarls, so I have a group of.
So I'm gonna briefly, just because we're talking about it. If you take the 4 of them on as Huskarls, you're gonna owe them money for living.
I don't want that.
Okay, and that's because that's how they earn their money, by serving you.
Yeah.
So you need to support them. For a group of 4 men at arms living at free standards, that is like 240 lunars a year.
Oh no.
It costs as much as like I do.
They're professional warriors that you're supporting in a free lifestyle. They cost exactly as much as you do. Like, you're not living in luxury. The reason you have so much money is because you're adventuring. Like, what your chieftain provides you is food, housing, clothing, and regular repair of your arms as needed, which actually comes to your temple. But you're not living like a luxurious lifestyle. You do well because you go adventuring. They are not as good as you. That is true. Like, but that's what it costs to maintain a free household. So a free person costs about that much to keep alive and functioning. That's what a farmer costs too. So really, they make more than that, but that's what their lifestyle costs.
Maybe instead of hiring them as Huskarls, you offer them a chance to come back and farm.
I don't see them doing that.
They wouldn't be very good at it anyways. There's a reason they're bandits.
They weren't very good bandits either.
They were pretty good bandits until they fought Tingle with you guys. So, I mean, they're carting around what, a couple, almost 2,000 lunars between them.
Yeah. Okay, you got a good point.
Well,
should we just leave them? I'll shut up. You can do what you want, Soinnarios. I don't want them.
Yeah, I want an oath.
I can't afford them.
But if they either they fork over all their possessions, or they relay to me the comings and goings here in the Hollow. And if ever someday you want to give up this life and till or milk, let me know and we can find you a place within our clan, possibly. But I don't see you wanting that. Charm?
This way we'll think it over for a bit. Yeah, roll. Charm seems inadequate to this task.
Okay.
I'm going to call it orate, I think is most, well, honestly, what this really is a bargain roll.
If that's...
I'm not, so I'm going to call it an orate, because I think that's what we've generally been doing. I have recently been rereading things, and bargain really handles everything that involves compromise or deal making. Like it sounds like it's just for like negotiating prices, but it's actually also the diplomacy skill, which is sort of a break from prior editions. So go ahead and roll or 8.
Wait,
Go ahead.
before I roll that,
Yes. You may make
Earth
a case
can-
for something else.
well, no, Earth can modify communication. So I will roll Earth to hopefully augment it positively.
Okay, cool. That sounds good.
29.
Okay, cool. So you had a 20.
So we're at bargain, which is fine. That's what it is. So 28, 38, 58. It's not terrible. And that means that a 56 will do it.
Very nice, very nice. All right, put a check in bargain.
And Earth Rune.
And Earth Rune. Very good.
I think I already had Earth Rune, but I'm going to see what a success means. But
No, that's fair. Yosefe will think it over for a little bit. These are, one thing you'd be clear, these are Tarshites. Like, they're not Sarterites. You're speaking to them in Tarshite. But what he thinks about it for a while, and him and his now his new second, used to be his third, but Dekar got obliterated. And so he exchanges looks with Gris, and Yosefe says, "We'll swear to that. We'll continue doing what we do, but we will relay information to you about who's coming in and out."
Establishing your network. Except for yours is a more of a criminal network for your mom. Maybe.
I know lots of people.
So far, a little more, yeah. So
I'm not judging. I'm just noting.
we'll keep tabs on the hollow. At this point, one of your escorts, we'll call him Stormbolt 1. The Stormbolt who's been more baller so far. He's been the better Stormbolt. He leans in to you, Soinnarios, and says quietly, like, you can have them send their reports to us. We can transfer them to you.
Thank you. I was going to ask that of your con.
Oh no, they'd love to have some scouts in the.
So if I tell them pass it through these guys.
Cool. All right, sounds good. So that'll happen. They'll kind of pack up. They'll take the bodies with them, and are you going to leave them their horses, or are you going to take?
We'll leave their horses to them.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're short 2 people. Do you want them to be short 2 horses?
I don't really have a problem with them having the extra horses. What do you think?
Okay.
Cool, just checking. All right,
We'll
cool.
take their cash.
All right, makes sense. Sounds good.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, we made money.
Yeah, it's true. You did make some money. Go ahead and roll human insight for me. You can both do this if you want.
Yay.
Success.
Oh, wow, that's succeeded. I'm actually halfway decent at human insight now.
Good.
Crap, I already had one.
So you both made it.
Yep.
All right. So one thing that you both kind of note is that neither of you are like 100% sure that you can trust this bandit, right, in his group. I mean, they swore the oath. You feel like that's something. But one thing you can tell is that he is also uncertain if you can trust him or not.
That's not that big a surprise.
Well, what I mean is, like, he's not definitely going to betray you, which is perhaps a surprise to him.
Well,
So you think
I was thinking that the odds are not that he would necessarily betray us, just that he would never bother sending reports.
well, yeah, that would be a betrayal of that oath, is what I mean. So,
Okay.
so what I'm trying to get across, perhaps doing poorly, is that he's considering keeping his word, which is maybe more than you would have expected, and it's more than he expected.
We made a good impression.
Yeah.
Well, or you did. I don't know if I had much to do with it, but whatever.
You just obliterate somebody with a fire.
I was making a point.
You did.
You might pass around to the other people here. Don't bother us. We're out here.
Right. We're just a little too good.
Man, I got hit for the first time.
I hit too, so you know what? I don't want to hear about it. But I might
Maybe.
hit that before.
So
Yeah, by Hillmel.
Well,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that definitely happened. So as you ride away, you end up back to Varna's path. You don't encounter anything else on that path, and you eventually can make the ascent back up to the tower base of the Stormbolt's Keep at the top of that path. all you left behind really were just a couple of MP crystals and a magic item. So, matrix. Not too bad.
Probably would have been more profitable in a way to take all that, but made more sense, I think, for our characters in campaign to do it.
Cool. Okay, let's see. What do you guys? So you're back at the tower, basically. The con that's there asks, he wants to know what went on, what you saw in the caves, what you saw in the hollow, which is pretty standard, right? Like you took two of. I mean, he can debrief his men if nothing else, but he could talk to you guys as well.
Man, I wouldn't hide anything from him. I'd tell him.
No.
Cool.
Yeah, tell him about the Tusk Riders and the rooms and the Spirit and Hostia and the bandits.
Tell him that you're successful in your quest.
Yeah.
And we brought back all our Storm Bulls in one piece.
Yep. That's true. He did. They're in pretty good shape. Cool. All right. Sounds good. He'll nod at that and he'll talk to his bully boys a little more to kind of see what's going on. But he's not too concerned with it. Like you went in, you fought some chaos, you fought some other things. That's cool.
That was a very fighty adventure for us.
It was. I guess I talked. Well, it's supposed to be a pretty dangerous place, right? And some of that's just that the frequency of encounters is high.
Yeah.
Like you're going to constantly be kind of wading through the place. It's not something you can just dart in, have a skirmish, get what you want, and leave type. But yeah. So cool. All right. So he'll do that, and then you guys are probably going to want to stay here overnight, and then start heading back to where you came from.
Yes.
So this was your quest, so I think you probably get to decide how much you want to pay the Storm Bulls. Or did we agree? We agreed to amount before, but they should get a treasure amount out of us.
Okay, so if you give it a couple seconds, I just updated your loot piles. This one's kind of like what you've got, basically counting the money you just got. So it may take a second to refresh, but there should be a fairly high lunar value at the bottom. And then you can kind of figure out what you want to do from there. Those are the things that you got, right? You got like a pretty ring that's worth quite a bit of money. You got an MP crystal. You got some brass fittings you don't really know what they're for, and you got a little over 1,500 lunars worth of loot. There's a gemstone in there, but it's functionally spendable money.
There were just 5 of us, right?
Yes. Have that 5-man band.
So what do you think, Soinnarios?
Well, I'm just whatever.
I mean, we took quite a bit out of there. I don't think we have to give. We don't need to give it even splits of stuff. I mean, it would be if you looked at the 1,500 at the bottom, it's about 300 each if you did even splits. But I was even thinking maybe 100 or 150 for each of the Storm Bowls, and then gift another like 100 to their temple. So it'd be like 300, 400 out of that gifted to their temple, to between the temple and them. That'd be a pretty hefty payout for them.
Does that feel not bad?
I mean, you hired them, so anything you give to them is strictly speaking generosity, but not being generous is stingy, right? So it's up to you how much you want to give.
No.
I would recommend giving them that 23 just to make the numbers round, whatever you do.
We'll give them 423 between the two of them and their temple.
But get kind of split almost 3 ways, so they each get a third, and then it goes to the general temple with Khan, because we want to get in good with him almost more than anything else. I mean,
right.
Since we, might want to talk to him in a little over a year, if we're still around.
Yep. Also let him know that they're supposed to get reports from these bandits to pass on to us. We'll see if that actually happens.
Is there anything magical about the silver ring, or?
No, it's just pretty, and it's not. It's a lot of its value is in its working, so it can't be hack silvered up, right?
Okay.
Like it's valuable because it's finely wrought. It would lose if you tried to chop it into silver pieces, right? To spend as hack silver, which some of your value, like 1,100 lunars, is that sort of thing. It's just a plain torque or a bracelet, like a flat bracelet that you can chop up. The ring would lose a lot of its value if you start cutting on it because it's very pretty, and so it's valued separately. It's an item. It can't really be split unless you sell it.
I'd like one of us to maybe keep the silver ring, give it as a gift, but I don't know. I was almost thinking the silver ring would fit Kathea.
No, I agree with that.
So we do that's part of the split. We get back. All right, so we gave 423, which leaves 1,100 lunars. Silver ring. I don't really care about the brass fitting. I mean, we should maybe give them to the clan or something. I don't know.
That's maybe going to give them to Ernalda.
Yeah.
Would brass be good for her? Or is it just copper?
Copper is sacred to her. Brass is not.
Okay.
Brass is something that, generally speaking, you would associate with dwarves.
I hate them.
I don't hate them. I think it's kind of cool. I think we gift them to maybe just the clan to use on a building or something because they'd be finely worked and finely fitted.
Yeah, they're small. Imagine like a
What a
piece that
joy.
looks kind of like a ring or a crescent moon. Imagine a piece that looks like a sort of hollow tube.
So these more jewelry size or small box size, not fittings for like doors or something.
Small box size would be, yeah. Not
So
really wearable. Yeah.
Do we have somebody that does jewelry or fine?
Not really. You don't have a person specifically who produces those sort of goods for you. Aldichur contains a lot of those specialty.
Do you want to pass them to Mardina and let her deal with them?
I was starting to think of Mardina, yeah.
She can keep them if she wants, or she can pass them on, sell them, or whatever, and then use that.
Okay.
Don't you like how we have this thing where it's like, hey, this person that hasn't been on an adventure with us in a couple of years. Yeah, let's give it to her.
So
She's our cousin. She's one of our favorite cousins.
Okay, cool. So you've got the ring and the brass fittings kind of sorted. You've given away the money that you want to give to the Storm Bowls. The big questions are the MP crystal and the rest of that loot.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about the crystal.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not going to make a huge argument for it. I would love to have it. Elendor has a decent crystal now, so
yes,
probably goes to one of the two of us, I would think.
They got their crystal from their cult in return for iron, just like some of you guys did.
So, what do you... And I don't care. Soinnarios, it's your adventure, so if you think you need it more, go for it. If not, I'll take it, because I've got a 12-point crystal right now. And I have a 3-point crystal with a elemental bound in it.
Mm-hmm.
But more is better. But you can, if you want to take it, you can go for it too. The next time we'll just do it the other way around. And if you can tie it somehow so that your allied spirit can access it.
Can my allied spirit access my MP crystals or not? Or
okay,
I don't know.
That is a good question. Let me look around a little bit.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure, but I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Because I'm a smart and capable GM, and I can do this. Let's see.
Well, at first my thought was give it to Kathea, but then I started dropping heals everywhere.
Heals are very expensive. You are not incorrect. We are seeing this in our tabletop game as well. I'm going to say you can share magic points, knowledge, spell knowledge, rune points, magic points between allied spirits and their ally. So you can also see through each other's senses. So I would say that yes, they can use your magic crystals. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, so I might keep it.
Okay, that's fine. What do we have then? We've got 1,100 left plus the ring. If you're okay, I'll just take the ring, and I'm just gonna wear it as a piece of jewelry.
My egalitarian self is thinking either 4, 4, 3, and there's a part of me that thinks 500, 300, 300. Since I get to give so much of that to Pelora.
Yes, you're like half of it, right? So how do we want to do the money?
Kathea, if I did 500 to Soinnarios and 300 to Kathea and Elendor, would you feel
that's fine?
Slighted?
You got the crystal too. No, it's fine. I don't care.
And the allied spirit.
Yeah, what's up with all that? Okay, that's fine. So I get 300 minus, well, basically 270. I'll go ahead and pay out my... Oh, and I should probably pay 11 for the value of the ring. Okay, so I'll take 259. Okay, so I took 259 lunars.
I took 250.
Which, to be fair, covers your noble living cost for the year plus 50 lunars. So,
however, next time around, magic items.
I know.
It's okay.
Hey, if you'd been more ruthless with your bandits, you could have each gotten a crystal.
Yeah, it fit what we did.
Yeah,
I'm gonna step away for 5 if I can.
That's cool.
No, that just felt right.
No, I get you. You've got quite a bit of money now, don't you?
No, good.
Did you already add your 250 in?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see that you added your crystal as well. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay. This is a good chance for us to talk about taxation. Okay?
Okay.
So here's how I am going to read things. You have a hide of land that your shrine is on. You will not be taxed for that hide because you're administering it for your temple. My understanding is that in sometimes being a priest, being like a noble, requires you to be a priest. And so in those cases, like if you're being given land directly from the temple, like in the temple's care, you don't have to pay a tithe on it. But that doesn't mean that like functionally the temple controls all the land, but that doesn't mean that everybody's given their land directly by the temple. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that one hide is cool. You don't have to pay taxes on it. Everything else, all of the rest of your income is still 50%, but that one's rent free. So your total living costs are going to be like you would expect to earn 200 and get to keep it's like you get 40 per, so you would expect to keep 120 lunars out of it.
And that's if I earn just regular successes on all
That's if you earn
five.
regular successes, yes. And then you'll owe another
80.
80, yeah. And then you have for living expenses, and that would cover it. And then half of whatever you make on adventuring. So you need to make at least 160 lunars adventuring every year, basically, or roll some specials.
Which I do have a plus 90%, I think.
Yeah, it's
Plus
not
70.
You're probably going to roll more specials than failures.
But you never know.
You should probably plan on that. Right now you have enough money to carry yourself for a couple of years almost. Like
That's why someone else gave herself more, is because she knew she was tithing half
tithing
of
a
it.
lot more, yeah. No, and that's going to be something you both bump into as you ascend to rune levels, is that a lot of your money goes away and it becomes more difficult. But at the same time, so if you were a priest of Arnalda, like if you were your temple's priest, your land would not be taxed because you would be administering all of it. Like essentially you would be like 90% of my income goes to the temple, but the temple supports my lifestyle needs. So like the way that works is that your temple, like your, see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like, because your needs are noble, so it kind of just balances out. And then, Kathea, you'll experience a similar thing when you become a rune lady. You will be tithing most of your money, but your clan supports your lifestyle. So,
Well, it's not even, and my temple supports it then too, right?
yeah, so you won't pay any money at the end of the year for that 60 lunars it costs to maintain a free lifestyle. Which you've been coasting on this whole game. You've never had to pay lifestyle costs, so
Well, I mean,
that's part of the package. Comes with being a Thane. Yeah. So
so we back at our clan now.
we'll be heading there shortly. We're just kind of, I think you've been like figuring out how to parcel things out as you are traveling,
Right.
which is cool. But yeah, basically, yeah, the taxation thing is when you're trying to be like a noble and a god talker, but you're not supported by your temple. Like those things are expensive. It's just very pricey. It's a high status game, and it's an independent status game because you haven't been subsumed by the temple hierarchy. So it's pricey.
Soinnarios gets to play the whole here's my accounting ledger book, which I don't really have to deal with.
Yeah, and you get a lot of like, I made a lot of money this year, but I spent it all. So
gotta spend money to make money.
I don't have to appearances so much. I mean, I kind of do, but
right, man. All right, so yeah, so after a couple of days of travel, you will end up back home. That's all very exciting. You're kind of, the clan greets you, different members of it. You've obviously gone and done some stuff. San Papalo is kind of a big deal. It's not like you're we're kind of talking about this, but this is a thing that different Earth temples do from time to time. Some other temples also do it when a god talker wants to get a hold of an allied spirit, right? When it's not normally done. So in exceptional circumstances, or if a rune lord or rune priest loses an allied spirit, it's often hard to earn them back. This is one of the ways to do that. And so this isn't something that people do every year, right? But it's not something that like never happens. So what I'm saying is we're some acclaim, but not earth shattering acclaim. We didn't clear the temple or clear the hollow.
Life goals.
Yeah, you got to clear the hollow. You got to do all the layers and all the rooms, and kill all the monsters, take all the loot. So you only left one piece of loot behind in the caves themselves. So
What was that?
I don't know. You didn't search the room, so you're not sure what it is.
Next time.
Next time, right? It's there now. Like, so it's been fixed in place and time now. I know what it is. I can't re-roll it. So there you go. All right. So yeah. So you get greeted. People are excited to see you. They're curious what happened. They want to know all the details, all that stuff. So you spend some time doing that. You have to do your PR campaign management. Send out your tweets.
Yep.
Do the photo op, all that stuff, and then you'll be able to kind of disentangle yourselves and go back to your homes, which is fun.
Hashtag Allied Spirit.
Yeah, hashtag Allied Spirit. So hashtag better than you. So, but
as I said, I feel like such a little peon just being a normal initiate.
Yeah, good scrub skill issue.
I feel like my skills are there. I just need time.
Time is the thing. You both are fully qualified to be rune level, like full rune levels. Neither of you have the time in to be full rune levels.
At least I'm lucky that I don't have to wait for somebody to die to get there.
Soinnarios doesn't have to wait for someone to die.
Wait.
Hold it. Are we setting up? Hey, you know what? Our next campaign, a Thanatar campaign.
There you go. I'm just saying, your ambition is bounded by your ethics, right? So that's a negotiable boundary.
Well, it might be hard though. The clan might have opinions on that too.
Just don't get caught. Just poison your mom. It's fine.
She'd poison me first.
Probably. You're like, the tea you're drinking is poison. She's like, so is yours. That's funny.
I really enjoy your mom. I'm glad I don't have to deal with her.
She rocks.
I enjoy her out of character. I'm not sure in character that Kathea has a particularly favorable opinion of her.
That's probably fair.
Yeah.
Which is fair because I don't know that she has a particularly favorable opinion of me.
You're a bad influence.
That's probably the core of it. Yes, is Soinnarios would have a better life if you weren't hanging around so much.
If we're hanging around with me and my
your pals, Elendor and all them. Yes.
Well, that kind of stuff. Yeah, kind of stuff I'm doing that does not fit the traditional. Well, she might actually appreciate what we're doing. Just wish her daughter wasn't mixed up in it.
Yeah, you're fine. It's the association that's the problem.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But no, it's funny. I mean, she's come more to peace with this as Soinnarios has picked up more of the trappings of traditional adulthood.
She also seemed to come more at peace when she almost lost her son. It seemed like it's like shifted her some.
It softened her touch for a while. She's getting it back. Like, don't worry, she's recovering.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah, but yeah. So in any event, yeah, that stuff happens. You'll need to like settle in. You'll be given some time to do so. Soinnarios, you've got obviously family to connect with. Now you have a new member of your family, right? Because you've adopted an allied spirit, and the allied spirit isn't just for Christmas; it's forever.
It's a Christmas spirit.
Well, it's around that time of year, so it won't be by the time our viewers listen to this. It'll be out of date.
I was just thinking, yeah. There's the Christmas spirit, the one you drink.
Right.
Yeah. So get back home, pick up the kids, check on Baronth.
He seems okay. He tells you that once you've settled in, there's some things he wants to talk to you about, but that you're good. Nothing terribly pressing. He doesn't think.
What?
Those are words you never want to hear. We need to talk, but not right now. He doesn't like the kids stick, right? Like they're older. They're getting older to where they're starting to use some words and things, but he doesn't appear to think this is like an out of earshot conversation. So he just tells you that he and some of your Carls have noticed now and then they've seen traces, right? Hoof prints, digs, like wallow digs. He thinks that the big tusker that your captive was riding is still around. That it might be looking for him or something. It hasn't really been causing too many problems, but it's been noticed and it's doing a little like light property damage, just by nature of being a large boar, like a buffalo-sized boar. So,
what did we do with him?
you give him to your clan chief.
Okay.
But the boar doesn't know that, right? It seems like it's kind of ghosting around wherever it last knows its rider was.
Is that all?
That's all he's seen of it. It hasn't hurt anyone, but that's what he thinks is happening.
I didn't know if there's anything else you want to talk about.
Should there be?
Well, because he'd been moving around and talking to people in the last couple of years.
Oh.
He never told me what he was doing.
Oh, that's fair. You're gonna pull the trigger on that grenade, huh? Like let's do this. Like as long as we're talking.
I'm gonna bring up the past.
Oh,
that's what I figured.
right.
That's what I figured he was going to say.
Oh, is that where your mind jumped to? Okay, that's cool. Paranoid. He'll just tell you that he's been working with Chorus Store and some of the like-minded people to kind of organize on that side, and that he also feels that, and he looks a little sheepish about it, but he says that since he's married up so high in station, he feels like he has work to do to kind of get caught up, right? As far as knowing people, talking to people. Like he is by background a farmer. He's not used to wielding influence, but he feels like he has to be able to in order to be your equal, basically. Like to be a good partner, essentially. Like just being a farmer isn't really good enough. You can just hire those.
You're more than a farmer. You're an Orlanthe and also a soldier, and you sustain the tribe and the clan through our marriage, and you're the father of our children. You know how I tell you the things that I do? Don't forget me on those. And the things that you do. I appreciate us working together and you being my equal, but that would have been nice to know. Man, I'm becoming my mother. Son of a...
It happens.
My poor dad. No, but those are good things. I like what you're doing. So I like what you're doing, and I encourage it to keep happening. Our people need that, so thank you.
Right, because he will continue doing so.
After having a few days of Hastia in my ear,
right,
that night I do take the necklace off and then put it back on later. But
she's like, "Hey, I can't see shit." That's not true. You got to get far enough away for it to not work. So I don't really think there's a range on that either.
But later, go to Arya Sale Fur and be like, "Hey, we got a Tusker rooting around.
Literally.
Could we get the Tusker rider to come sue it away to maybe calm it down or something?" So
okay, she'll tell you okay. She says she'll bring you the captive since it's happening on your land.
I don't know if we have a place to keep it once he gets the Tusker to him.
Do we name this guy?
Is it Milanos? That's what I have is Milanos.
Yep. Same here. Or Milanos.
That was the guy who got stolen from you.
Oh. Then
close. Then no, I don't think we did.
Nope. I wrote down the one name you told me.
Nope, you're good. Okay, so this Tusker's name you spoke with, his name is Lim Asher Tom. Like Tam. Tam. That's really one name. It's got dashes in between the big boning blocks. So Lim dash Asher dash.
Okay.
For the record, their names sound weird to you. They are definitely not related to your language at all. Their names just sound very foreign. So she brings him out, right? He looks like it's been weeks and weeks since you've captured him. He looks not bad, right? Like he's clearly surly. He hasn't been happy in captivity, but he's been treated reasonably well. So yeah, you're not like beating him on the regular, not feeding him at all. So he kind of looks at you, he kind of looks around and goes, "What? Like, what do you want?"
You to call your Tusker so that way we can house it like you. I could have said that nicer, but I'm not.
Right, like we're gonna take your Tusker captive too.
Well, either we take it captive or we put it down, and we'd rather have it stabled.
Okay. Roll human insight. They're close enough to human. They're basically humans.
Success.
Okay, cool. So you know he is. You feel like this is a leverage point, right? Like you need him to capture that pig so it doesn't cause problems. But you could just kill it. You know that he doesn't want you to kill that pig. Like he would very much like it if you did not, like if you let him get it back instead of murdering it. Like you can sense that in him.
Yeah.
Like he cares about his boar.
Yeah, we want to. We're not jerks. You may think that, but we're not. We're trying not to be.
Right. What I'm saying is, if you wanted to be a jerk, you have some leverage here.
You have
because
some
he
leverage
cares
here
about the pig.
to figure out, ask him some questions that we want.
He could be. This isn't like a secret just for scenarios.
Yeah. So yeah, use it of how they left, how they lost us, where they're going.
Why? What caused this big raid to start happening?
No, yeah. Wait. Why? What are you building up to?
Okay. Yeah. So you clearly have some leverage, so he'll answer some of your questions. Okay. As far as why goes, he's easily willing to answer this question. The Tusk Riders have been a little more pressured lately. He says basically there's been more trouble with the elves. There's been more trouble with the Lunars, right? They have been feeling the bite and they're biting back.
Is this our payoff for helping the elves? That's
pressuring? A little bit.
Makes sense.
They live near the stinking forest, on the outskirts of it. The elves live in it. As you strengthen the elves' hold on the forest, they're more willing to fight with the Tusk Riders over the outskirts of it. So that's the why, right? They feel squeezed, they're squeezing back. As far as the other things go, okay, so he will tell you this. He's told you some of this before. His people have lived here since before time began. They are truly ancient. They are, in his opinion, the original human members of of Dragon Pass. Like the rest of you are interlopers. To be fair, that's not exactly untrue, since when you came back to this space, and that was like just a few hundred years ago when Aram crossed the death line. That's also true of the Sartorites. They came up from the south. The Grayslanders came originally from Pent, right? So everybody living here has only really come here in the last few hundred years. Grayslanders first. The Tusk Riders were here. They've been here forever. So they know a lot of things. Like they know a lot of just hidden paths. That's like just mundane. Like, hey, if you go this route, there's a secret little pass that if you're careful, you can save a few miles or whatever, right? You don't have to go around something. They know some of those things that most people don't know. They also have a lot of little tiny local deals with local spirits and entities that let them do things, like leave no trace across the trail or move quickly, right? They have just like 100 hidden magics is kind of how he says it. He'll let them do different things. And he doesn't know all of them or even most of them. And he can't show you what they did, but he knows what happened when you were pursuing many tusks and the guy that he stole. He knows what happened there.
Okay.
What happened there is that if you go far enough back towards the river's origin at Stormfall Lake, there's a Dragonute plinth. And if you go far enough forwards down the river, there's a Dragonute plinth. And one of many Tusk's ancestors apparently tortured and killed a Dragonute and knows how to open that path. Or at least a way of opening that path. But Dragonute paths, like he doesn't know how to do it. Limmaster Town does not know how to open that path, which he tells you pretty plainly. But he's also like, it's not all dragon magic either. There's, like he says, 100 hidden magics, 100 secret tricks that let the Tusk Riders move around Dragon Pass. And that kind of seems to you, just your general recollection, is that Tusk Rider bands and tribes kind of just show up places without often a lot of explanation for how they got there. So it seems reasonable to you, like you know that they are good at moving around undetected. This shines a little light on how.
Well, it's more than we had before.
Yep. Kind of tells us that they can do it. There's not much we can do about it.
Potentially.
Or we could learn how to use them.
Yeah, we could do that.
You could learn how to use that one dragon path that goes from near Skyfall Lake to somewhere in the Snipe Hollow.
Yep.
One direction.
Mardina.
So I think we're not quite at time. If there's anything you want to do here, the actual like find the boar, handle this issue is going to be next session.
Okay.
Tomorrow we'll have to deal with some other things then as well.
We're still in fire season, so no skill checks or anything right now, right?
Are we in fire season?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. Cool. Sorry, it's been a minute.
Their raid was in sea season, but fire.
Yes, it is fire season. Yeah, so we'll be ending fire season next session, probably before we do like the whole adventure. We just have a couple things to do. Cool. Okay. Neat. Solid. Good work, team. I know we're ending just a touch early, but we are doing back-to-back sessions.
That's okay. I'm not bothered by it.
Hooey. Okay. Well, in that case, I will stop the recording, and we'll see you all in the next one.